Hey dancers, I'm going to show you an easy and effective way to stretch your hamstrings with a chair, whether this is because you work at an office and don't have space to get down and stretch your splits, or you're looking for a way to find a deeper hamstring stretch and understand where your stretch is coming from. This is the answer. So go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell button because I want you to get all of the videos that I have for you. I want you to know when they're coming out, and I have tons of videos on flexibility. Now, biggest thing that I see happen when we're talking about a hamstring stretch is that we too often round the low back trying to touch the toes, or I put my leg on the chair and I round the low back trying to stretch the hamstring. Our hamstring, which comes up into the leg, has to be almost separate, or we have to kind of think of it separately from what's happening in the hips. Let me show you what I mean. If I put my hands on this chair with slightly bent knees and just kind of work on a small cat-cow motion. Now I know you might be thinking, well, Allie, this looks like an upper back mobilization. You're right, it is, but watch what happens in my pelvis. As I think of the bottom of my sit bones tipping up and back and my low back finding some extension. Now, I have a little camera, a little microphone here, so it looks like I'm rounded, but I'm really sticking my bum out behind me. This is making a very deep stretch on the hamstring. If I even change my low back just that little bit, stretch is gone. Stretch is there and very deep, stretch is gone. So as you move through these motions, not only are you very easily giving yourself some hamstring stretch, you're also starting to figure out where your pelvis placement could be, needs to be, what needs to be happening when you're standing. So I love stretches and exercises that tie things together into your dancing. When you're stretching on the bar, if you could find a position where your pelvis and low back don't round, let me show you what I mean again, I'm gonna scoot back. If you could find the position where instead of trying to reach forward and touch your knee to, or your nose to your knee, we could find a hip tipping back. Oh my gosh, do you get a nice deep stretch? Look how far I have a very deep stretch. Or I have a medium stretch. Deep stretch, I'm standing up, I'm finding placement, I'm working on my hips and my hamstring. It's something that will assist you to apply extensions. If we always are stretching with a rounded low back, it's very hard to fight this. We know we shouldn't be doing this or this. But if you can find a way to stretch this way, it's another way to remind your body that there's ways we want to be standing and ways we don't want to be standing. This is something you can try in the office. It's great for the upper back as well. So give this one a try. If you're very flexible and you don't feel a stretch on a normal chair, find something a little bit lower down to the floor. I promise you, I have never, ever, ever had a dancer who couldn't find a stretch doing this. We just had to find the appropriate height. If you think you're a flexible dancer, you probably are, but give this a try on a normal chair and really tip those hips back, stick that booty out, bottom of the sit bones reach out behind you. You might be surprised when you take away the element of your low back, how much stretch you can get in a relatively high position. So this exercise and more are all here on my YouTube channel. If you look at the flexibility playlist, I'm going to have things lined up for you to assist with all elements inside of your body. Make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell button to get notified when we have new videos. You can also check me out at alignfitnessbyallie.com. I have online courses for dancers for flexibility that are some stretches and ideas I promise you've never seen anywhere else. So if you liked this stretch and you want to know more, search my YouTube, find me at alignfitnessbyallie.com and look for that flexibility course there. We'll see you guys all later.